Hello and welcome to your new moon video for the new moon in Purva Bhadrapada Nakshatra, which takes place on the 6th of March 2019 at approximately 4 p.m. London time. Now this particular new moon is going to be conjunct a newly retrograde Mercury. Mercury will station and turn retrograde the day prior on the 5th of March in Purva Bhadrapada Nakshatra, and forming an angle to both of these planets is Saturn in Uttara Nakshatra. So before we get into talking about this particular new moon, I want to remind people that starting on the 10th of March, begins my planetary yoga webinar series that is from 6:30 to 8 p.m. on Sunday evenings. You can register for this particular webinar at the link that you're going to see above in this video. And as always, if you wish to schedule an astrological consultation with me, that link will also be above right about now and also at the end of the video. So none of us likes to go through difficult experiences. I mean, it's not like we kind of sit around and go, yay, a difficult experience. This is just what I was wanting. Well, maybe some people do. But we're not going to talk about those, right? I mean, let's face it, you know, it's sometimes, sure, challenges can be very invigorating. But for the most part, they're very frustrating. Right? And none of us likes to go through frustrating situations, do we? But that being the case, sometimes if you go through something, even though it feels like it's taking you all the way to the bottom, once you reach that proverbial bottom, there's only one direction you can go, and that is up. Difficult situations also have the propensity to teach us how little is within our own control. But we don't like that. We like to be able to feel that we can, be in charge of things and stay secure and stay strong. But seldom is that the case. Quite often, even when it seems that way, we're really just kind of going through somewhat of an illusion in that particular regard. But occasionally, if we stop, if we reach that point where we have no choice but to surrender, something becomes revealed to us. And we begin to see that something that we've been wanting to change has already been changing. And in your life somewhere right now, something that you have been wanting to change may have already been heading in that particular direction. Sure, it didn't happen in precisely the way that you wanted it to, but it is beginning to happen. And so you begin to see how sometimes the best way to cooperate is to let the answers come to you. Sometimes the best way to cooperate is to go through that difficult experience until your ego becomes weakened to the extent that the only thing that you're going to be able to do is to, well, I don't want to use the word give up, because on a certain level you're not giving up. You're having a revelation. You're recognizing something. Once you recognize this thing that's going to be revealed to you, if it hasn't been revealed to you already, then you have the propensity to become very enthusiastic about taking action to really change things. Now, that being the case, you're not dealing with a perfect set of conditions where all the resources that you really need at the moment are there to help the changes along. But inspiration makes up for the weakness of resources. Because really in this particular situation, inspiration, the truth, the revelation that has been revealed to you is the resource that you need. If you get too caught up in those other resources that you think you need for the situation, that's when you find yourself in a position of once again trying to control things. You don't need to control things. Let it flow. Let it come to you. Be firm in your resolve. That's one thing you can do if you need to be in control. Be strong, okay? Recognize that sometimes when you have reached the proverbial bottom, then you have to kind of go, okay, well, enough of being at the bottom. right? But it's not like you need to take the situation that you're dealing with and retweak things in a manner that your mind thinks that it needs to do it. It's going to come to you. You see, everybody gives Mercury retrograde periods such a really bad reputation, but really they're wonderful if you recognize that you're just being asked to use more of the internal mercurial processes, like reflection, like intuition, like letting things come to you rather than trying to force a particular set of circumstances. And you don't have to try to do this. You just need to let it happen. So if your life is in a position right now where it's feeling really intense and really difficult and you're going, wow, this is just too intense, understand that in the midst of all that difficulty, if you just let yourself open up to it, an answer will become apparent. And when that answer becomes apparent, you'll know what you need to do to cooperate. But if you could use a little bit of help more deeply accessing that particular information, again, I do offer a vast range of astrological services. All of these are available through the astrological services page of my website. If you're interested in scheduling with me, you can do so through the link above. That's going to do it for this look at the new moon in Purva Bhadrapada Nakshatra on the 6th of March 2019. Until next time, please do take the very best care of yourself. Bye now.